So beta function, one first part is first part, and two properties you will try to discuss here. Beta function it is denoted by a beta mn, where m and n are basically greater than 0, means they are positive. So mn means beta depends upon this value of and depends upon value of n also. So beta mn can be written as if you write this is integral 0 to 1 x the power minus m11 and 1 minus x the power n minus 1 dx. It is also called area function also. Because we know that if you take the integral and area under the this curve, that is basically integral, nothing else. So that's why it is called area function also. So first property is that this function is function basically first property that it is symmetry function means you can say it is beta mn is equal to beta nm, that we have to prove, where both m and n are basically greater than 0. So now first this is first property. We know the value of beta mn, that is what that is equal to 0 to 1 x the power m minus 1 1 minus x the power n minus 1 dx. You can put this 1 minus x is equal to y. 1 minus this 1 minus x is equal to y, because we have to prove the reverse part beta and m, right? That's why we are putting 1 minus x is equal to y, or it means basically if you take x that side, that will be x is equal to what? It will be 1 minus y, right? Same thing we are putting. Further, to do the differentiation of that will be dx will be equal to d minus dy, and limits will be 1 to 0. In place of 0 to 1, you can see here we have put 1 to 0, and here earlier it was 0 to 1, right? So we will put the value of x the power m minus 1 and 1 minus x the power n minus 1 dx. You will put the value of x here and 1 minus x here. You can see here this 1 minus x is y, that's how we are putting y. You can see here. Similarly, we are putting x as 1 minus y. You can see here, you can take 2x this side and y to this side, that will be 1 minus y. So m the power minus 1, this one. And to do the differentiation of this part, this will be dy will be equal to d minus dx, right? So that we are writing dx will be equal to minus dy. So this will become what? Because the minus sign is there, so integral sign will be reversing. So beta mn 1 to 0 will become 0 to 1, right? So y n minus 1, 1 minus y the power m minus 1, that will be same, 1 minus y m the power 1. So minus dy. So it minus this minus sign is affecting this limit. So dy will become this minus dy will become dy, and this integral sign will be changing 0 to 1. So now you can see here now. This is in the form of y only, but it is basically what? You can see here now. Earlier the relation was this one. You can see beta mn x the power m minus m was there, and 1 minus x the power was n minus 1. You can see here it is reversed. Y the power minus n minus 1, and here 1 minus x is there, here 1 minus y is there, the power m minus 1. So it becomes beta nmn. So first property proved that beta mn will be equal to beta nm. Now second property we will discuss. We have to prove that beta mn will be equal to what? 0 to infinity x the power n minus 1 divided by 1 plus x to the power m plus n dx. We know that this is value of beta function written in this way, 0 to 1 beta mn, that is x to the power m minus 1 1 minus x n minus 1 dx. We will put here x is equal to 1 by 1 plus y. You have to remember this one. You can remember this result also. That put x equal to 1 by 1 plus y, which implies what? X will be equal to this 1 plus y will be in the numerator also, that is 1 plus y minus 1. You can do the differential of this part, that will be dx will be equal to what? It will be minus 1 minus that minus can be in the forward here, right? By 1 plus y the square dy. You can put the limit here. Earlier limit was 0 to 1. You can see here. You put the limit x equal to 0. X equal to 0. You put x is equal to 0 here, right? What will be the value of y? Y will be infinity. If I put x equal to 1, like this one, x equal to 1, right? Y will be, what will be y? Y will be equal to 0, right? So those are all things we will put up. Beta mn is equal to 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1 minus 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dx, and this is a bit relation for beta mn, and this is x equal to 1 by y, 1 by 1 plus y, that we will put. You can see here now, beta mn will be equal to what? X is equal to 1 by 1 plus y. Here we will put m minus 1, m minus 1, and what will be 1 minus x? You can see what 1 minus x. 1 minus x is equal to what? That will be y by y plus 1. You can see here, you put 1 minus x, 1 minus x here, right? So what will be y, right? What will be the value of 1 minus x, right? 1 minus x means 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus y. You can simplify it. It will be y by 1 plus y, or you can say y plus 1, right? And the value of dx will be minus dy 1 plus y the power square. Now here minus sign is there, and sign of this limit integral limit will change. What will be that limit? So beta mn will be equal to, in place of infinity to 0, it will be 0 to infinity, right? Further, this y the power n minus 1 as such, 1 plus y, 1 plus y here, 1 plus y here. It is 1 plus y the power m minus 1, 1 plus y the power n minus 1, right? So that is m plus n minus 1 means minus 2, right? This is plus 2, that is plus 2. So dy as such, a minus sign we have taken forward, that is change the limit of this integral 0 to infinity. So what beta mn will be? Beta mn will be 0 to infinity integral, then y the power n minus 1. You can see here it will be only m plus 1 and m plus n as such dy. So beta mn will be equal to, now we know that I have written here y and here x. Why? Because if you see the integral of fx dx, that theorem is there, that fx dx will be equal to always fy dy. So in this way we can prove the second property.